I'd like for you to leave space between your numbers when you write this problem. We're going to practice the first few examples by drawing arrows. We're going to start in the ones place value with 6, and I'm going to go directly above 6. 6 times 2 is 12. Carry my 1. Now I'm going to move over to 6 times 5, which is 30, plus 1 is 31. Carry the 3. And the last place value, 6 times 1 is 6, plus 3 is 9. Now I'm going to erase my arrows because there are no other numbers above 6 for me to multiply it by. And I'm going to erase my numbers that I carried so I don't misuse them later in the problem. Now I'm going to move over to the 3, but this isn't really 3 because it's in the tens place. There are 3 tens, which is worth 30. So when I move over a number, this is my sign to go down a row and add a 0 to hold the place value. So when I go to multiply 3, I'm going to start at the ones place again with 3 times 2. 3 times 2 is 6, which is the same as 30 times 2, which equals 60. Now I'm going to go to the next place value, 3 times 5, which is 15. Carry the 1. And notice this is the same as 30 times 50, which is 1,500. And the last place value, 3 times 1, is 3, plus 1 is 4. Because there are no other numbers in the hundreds place value or above the 3, I'm going to stop here and add my digits. 2 plus 0 is 2. 1 plus 6 is 7. 9 plus 5 is 14. Carry the 1. And 1 plus 4 is 5. So the answer to 152 times 36 is 5,472. Once again, make sure you leave space between your numbers as we practice this problem and follow along with the arrows. We're going to start again in the ones place with 8 times 3. 8 times 3 is 24. Carry the 2. 8 times 0 is 0, plus 2 is 2. And last is 8 times 2 is 16. And there's nowhere to carry the 1, so it goes down at the bottom. Next, I'm going to erase my arrows and the numbers that I carried so I don't misuse them later in the problem. Now, once again, I'm going to move over to the tens place where the 7 is. And we said this isn't really worth 7. 7 tens is 70. And I'm going to go to the ones place just like I did, and I can multiply my numbers by 7. In order to hold the place value, when I go over a number, this is my sign to go down a row, add a 0. Now I can start. 7 times 3 is 21. Carry the 2. 7 times 0 is 0, plus 2 is 2. And 7 times 2 is 14, and I can't carry my 1, so it comes down to the bottom. Once again, I'm going to erase my arrows and the numbers I carried. This time, I'm going to go over to the next place value, and this place value is worth the hundredths. So 1 is really worth 100. Now when I move over another number, I'm going to go down another row, but this time I'm going to add 2 zeros. So there's a pattern. If I were to go down a third row, I would add 3 zeros, and another row, 4 zeros, and so on. So this time, because I'm in the hundreds, I'm going to put 2 zeros, and it should be lined up directly under my 1. And I'm going to start multiplying by the first number, just like I have in the previous place values. 1 times 3 is 3. 1 times 0 is 0. And 1 times 2 is 2. You want to make sure you're careful when you do these multi-step problems that your numbers are lined up so that you're adding the correct place values. Now when I go to add, 4 plus 0 is 4. 2 plus 1 is 3. 6 plus 2 is 8, and 8 plus 3 is 11. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 4 is 6, and 6 plus 0 is 6. And 1 plus 2 is 3. So my final answer to 203 times 178 is 36,134. Okay, we're going to try another triple by triple digit number. So we're going to start with the ones place, and 0 times 1 is 0. 0 times 9, 0. 0 times 5, 0. And I'm going to erase my arrows. Now I'm going to move over to 4. And when I move over a number, I go down a row, add a 0. And I want to make sure I'm lining these up, one under another number as I go along. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 9 is 36. Carry the 3. 4 times 5 is 20. 20 plus 3 is 23. And I just bring the 2 down with me. Once again, I'm going to erase everything I carried. Or if you just want to scratch out the number, just make sure you're getting rid of it so you don't reuse it. And this time I'm going to go to my hundredths. So this time I moved over 2 numbers. I'm going to go down a row and add 2 zeros. Still lining up carefully. And 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 9 is 27. Carry my 2. 3 times 5 is 15. And 15 plus 2 is 17. And now I'm going to add all zeros equals 0. 0 plus 4 is 4. 4 plus 0 is still 4. 0 plus 6 is 6. 6 plus 3 is 9. 3 plus 7 is 10. Carry the 1. 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 7 is 10. Carry the 1. And 1 plus 1 is 2. So my final answer is 200,940.